Hello guys, welcome back. I had a very interesting experience last night. And the gods definitely answer our prayers, and this is gonna be one of those roundabout speeches. You can stay or not as you like. Loki's like, he makes you sassy. And I was feeling great last night. I went upstairs last night on top of the world. I was wearing this ring on this chain. Chain is from Loki. Ring is from Odin. Feeling great. No, the boys being the boys, they think I'm a delicate little dewdrop sometimes, so I had to take the ring off. It didn't feel so hot, so I put it back on. Then I fell asleep for a while. I woke up. And remember, I felt great when I went to bed, and I felt pretty good, and I was talking to the gods. I had the worst panic attack I've had in a while, and it was like right in the solar plexus is where I feel mine, and it felt dreadful. And I'm calling out to like any god or god, you know, the overreaching one we don't know the name of, and whatever. I was frantic. I got up this morning and I can't tell you my dreams. My dream was like some sort of vague answer. But remember, I told you it seems like sometimes it's hard to pin down who you're talking to and what god you have. First, it seems like some gods are here, then it seems like they aren't. Well, Lugh had enough of that. And he marched in this morning. And he wanted himself a candle. And he talks in this bad Irish accent that he's in love with because he's seen what Americans think Irish people sound like. He's in love with that accent. The worse he can make it, the better it sounds to him. So he was doing that all this morning. And he was making it as corny as possible. Because he knows, like, the other gods are like, don't! And then I start doing it, because I have a thing where I start to mimic people, and I don't do it on purpose or to make fun of them. It's just if I'm with certain people for a while, or I'm watching certain kind of culture or something, I start to pick that up. I don't know where I get it from, and it's not a useful talent, and it gets you in trouble, but there you go. And I try to watch it. So he comes in, and he wants his candle. And I said, do you want oil? And he decides he's stupid, Lou, this morning. Well, what an oil be? What an oil. You know, like his oil over here, and I want to get it off Odin's altar. I won't be having anything from him. Oh god, here we go. Please. No. So I took him and I showed him the oil. No, you know, Lou is many skilled. Lou the long-armed. He knows very damn well what oil is, but he's having his fun this morning. And I said, you know, we had to pick out the candle color. And I said, what candle color do you want? Because I couldn't remember a damn thing about him when he showed up. He goes, what do you think? And people will fight back and forth. Is he the sun? Isn't he? Is he lightning? Isn't he? I'm like, damn it. He just gets whatever the hell he wants and speeds things up. So he decided he wanted a yellow candle. And he decided he wanted this one yellow oil on it. Didn't really matter what smelled like, it was yellow. And he decided he wanted kind of sand-colored incense because he wasn't having anything he might like. No, don't want to make him happy. And Odin's just looking at him kind of with this respect because, you know, Lugh also carries a spear. Lugh will start a fight in an empty room. I love him to death, but he'll start a fight in an empty room. He's a very scrappy god. He's where Odin is ready for war. Lugh's coming in scrappy and ready to fight everybody in the room. And imagine, these are both kings and leaders, but Lugh's the one that'll start it with you. So, he came in. And I said, you know, you're worse than the Morgan, because when I get the Morgan, she's all hippity-hoppity, jump all around, eat Pop-Tarts, look at me, and be mommy bird. She's not interested in being the great and terrible Morgan, and he's not interested in being the leader so many people get. I get the clown aspect of Lugh, for which I'm very grateful, because I need it, because he could make me smile. And he comes in, and he's doing his nonsense. And I said, you stop this nonsense, and you stop it now. And he's like, oh, and why should I stop it? I said, because then the bird lady will be here. Because we're not mentioning names, because maybe she won't know. And I said, then she'll be eating Pop-Tarts, and then what will we be? We'll have one Irish god running around doing this da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da stuff and singing about his lucky charms, because he's a pain in the ass. And then we'll have a birdie hopping around back and forth, back and forth. She thinks she's great. She pulls great nonsense with me, but they do it because they know I get depressed and I get down in the dumps, and they'll cheer me up. Irish gods seem to have a kinship with people that, you know, if you're depressed and you're sad and everything, they'll come over and they'll cheer you up. And he's, you know, he's known all over by many names, and he's just a good god to work with, and he was determined we were going to break through the idea that I couldn't have all the gods I needed and wanted on my side. And he used a vision quest, I guess you'd say. One guy did, and the guy's to the point where he's lost his faith in Lugh, and he lit a candle. And he told Lugh he didn't believe in him anymore. And he got back very distinctly, and I'm like, yeah, that sounds exactly like Lugh. Do you think I care if you believe in me or not? No, you get out there and you do something with your life, and you stop complaining and belly aching to me, and you get out there and you win it by your own arm, and don't be coming back and complaining to me that you don't believe in me. Do you think I care? I'm like, yeah, that sounds like Lugh exactly. And I'm not doing the accent to, you know, to make fun or anything, but the more he does it, the more I pick it up, and the worse it is. And then I'm walking around, you know, bad American actor doing Irish accent all day. What do y'all want for dinner? And then they all look at me, and I'm like, I know exactly now where Foxy's accent came from. Because I've been getting spear associations and ravens. And both of those can go to both Apollo and Odin. But I've been getting lynxes everywhere, and I thought, well, maybe Freya's sending me lynxes. Yep, I bet it's Freya. No. Lynx belongs to Lugh. Not that they grab an animal, go, my precious, and let the other gods have it. I'm getting small over there. But definitely they'll share. And I don't know why, but I guess because our gods figure all people belong to them, I've noticed a lot of people mixing Norse gods into their druidity, which I don't think is kosher, but I'm not a druid. And likewise, we seem to be getting the Irish invasion in Nordic lands, so they're here to stay, and he's like, any god or goddess that wants to come in is going to come in. And some days I think Odin's the one that smashed my gate, and some days I think Lugh is the one who smashed my gate, and I'm not sure. But it was really good to have him come back, because I felt that panic attack was so bad last night, and I woke up and I couldn't tell you what dream I had. I got up and I was like, well, I really hate to do this, but I'll go watch some preachers on this thing, and I'll see what they do when they have a lack of faith. Because I thought I knew, but I'm like, I can then extrapolate and apply it to our gods. Lugh wasn't having any of that, because the two solutions I found were, Jesus was born, therefore your problems are okay. I still have my problems, but Jesus was born. But I still have my problems. Jesus was born on Christmas Day. Jesus is not a Capricorn, and I still have my problems. What does this have to do with anything? Jesus was born. And then the next one was, be nice to people. But I still have my problems. Yeah, but you should still be nice to people. But I still have my problems, but you should still be nice to people. God damn it, woman. So, Lugh was having none of it. And Lugh also answered a question to me for what it's worth. And again, I don't claim to speak for the gods. Someone had asked in their article, well, where were our gods when the other religions invaded? They didn't exactly invade, but you know what I mean. When the other religions came in, where were our gods? Our gods were with us. Our gods were with us the whole way. It's just they could not fight back, you know, with lightning storms and anything, because one, they don't do that. And two, because they love their people. They're never going to do anything to put us in danger. If they have to let us go worship another god, and that's what'll keep us safe, they'll let us do it. And they'll still love us and watch over us. They don't care who's getting the worship so much as they care that we're protected and we're safe. And if a god decides they like you, they like you. And they're going to help you whether you want their help or not. Luke's a good example of that. He's been singing pretty songs to me all day because the music playlist has been song after song after song of Luke. And Loki's been jumping in as well. And Loki's been having me on, how do they even pronounce this, rock true? the people that are faithful to, Jotun and the like. And I take my UPG with a truckload of salt, but I looked through that. He was very pleased with himself. And they're working together. And they're playing nice. And Apollo's in. Because Loki and Lugh approve of Apollo. And Odin just seems very relaxed and chill now. And of course it's like only in the 20s, but in the worst way. I want to march out to get a cheeseburger. And get some eggs and get some bacon. Because Lugh is like, if you want these things, you go out and you get them. Don't you worry about anything else right now. If you want these things that bad, if that's what'll make you happy, if that's what you've been pining for all winter, you go out and you get them. Don't just sit here and be sad. No one's going to bring bacon to your door. Nobody's going to bring you a burger. Nobody's going to bring you eggs. So that was Lugh's solution to the whole thing. If you pray to Lugh, oh, I would really like somebody to just out of the blue bring me, say, KFC. He'll be like, no, you'll go out and you get your own chicken. Let me tell you about the time I had to chase a chicken for 800 years. That's not even one of your stories. Yes, it is! And then he'll tell you this story, this totally nonsense story that means get off your ass, get out there and do it on your own. And I think we have to remember that, because especially if you came up in Wicca, we can sometimes have a, we know that we can sit here and cast spells all day, but if we don't actually act, nothing will happen. But we can also sit back on our heels and wait for Goddess to do something. And sometimes that's all you can do. Sometimes you've done everything humanly possible, and then that's fine, because that's all you have at that point is a little faith. But sometimes we have to go out and do stuff too. And the gods, for whatever reason, are not going to write down our life in a book and come hand it to us and say, this is what's going to happen here, and this is what's going to happen there. As many gods have pointed it out to me, they said, you just all give up. You would. Because here's the book of your life, why even bother? You would give up. So even if 5 years from now in my book I was sitting on a beach sipping mocktails, living the good life, and whoever thought that stroke of luck would come, what good would it do me to read that a book? I doubt that'll highly happen, because I tend to be a bit of a pessimist, but the gods don't give us to know the future completely, but they do ask us to have some faith in them. They've always been here. They didn't disappear when any of the other religions came, any more than the gods before them disappeared. And they don't die if we don't worship them. Obviously not. They were here before us, but they do come back, and they do, yeah, I sense there are like vague, I have to get the best step book out for you guys sometimes. There are vague feline goddesses from Egypt that'll come in and look too, because if Lugh's here, he seems to draw everyone in and get all the gods in, and to make sure everything is open and not closed off. So it's good. So it's going to be a good day. If I can empower myself, I will get dressed warmly and try to go out. The burger's not the biggest thing in the world, but it's like I feel like celebrating for the first time in a while, because it was good to be reminded we can have the gods that we want. Unless it's a god that won't work with us for some reason. And our gods have always been with us. We don't always feel them. They're not always overwhelming. There are times that I can feel Loki intensely close, and there are times I wonder if Loki exists, but he's still always there. Sometimes they just get quiet for a while. And if they're quiet, God knows, Lugh will talk. Lugh will talk so much. So much. If he doesn't talk, Loki talks so much. For the Morgan. I get all the talkers, you notice. And Loki likes to say things like, oh, I was in Ireland, and I'm like, Loki, don't even start. But I was! Loki, don't even start. But I was. I'm telling you I was. Loki, just shut up for the love of the gods. I'm telling you I was in Ireland. And that's how Lugh and I know each other. We're brothers! No, you're not. Shut up. I have the gods of foolery and nonsense is what I have in my house currently, and Odin just seems happy. As long as I'm happy, as long as a god came and was able to cheer me up, that's good. So, if you guys like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.